the first Sunday in February, and we're joined by our special correspondent. Welcome to the team, Caitlin Clark.
Yes. First time in MSG for a Knicks game, so it's pretty cool.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to TFD with another Caitlin Clark banger. The ratings just sparked from her NBC analyst debut, and yeah, they're absolutely crazy. The numbers don't lie, fam. Caitlin is really moving the needle, and we're about to break it all down right now. Let's get into it. So we got this from Awful Announcing. Yeah, they ended up dropping the viewership for that game, and this is what they said. NBC's Sunday night basketball debut sets high viewership bar. 4.5 million viewers tuned in for Lakers-Knicks. Here's said, Sunday nights on NBC are just meant for sports. The network aired the first two games of its Sunday night basketball franchise last weekend, and the doubleheader delivered record-setting viewership. Sunday night's first game between the Los Angeles Lakers and New York Knicks from Madison Square Garden averaged 4.5 million viewers across NBC and Telemundo. Oh my goodness. 4.5 million? Oh. Making it the most watched Sunday night regular season game since 2002. Oh my goodness, excluding Christmas Day, of course. That superlative comes with the caveat that the NBA hasn't had a regularly scheduled national telecast on Sunday nights until this season. So yeah, even with all that, still 4.5 million, fam. Her motion is just ridiculous. I mean, absolutely ridiculous. I remember posting the clips and breaking down what was happening, and people in my comments were like, yo, I came for Caitlin, but I stayed and actually watched the whole game. Someone even said that was the first NBA game they watched all season. That's wild. That's the Caitlin Clark effect. Anything she touches turns into gold. Real talk. It's crazy work. I've honestly never seen anything like this in women's basketball. This feels different. When people bring up Michael Jordan, I was too young to really experience that era in real time. I knew who he was, but I didn't live through the moment where you could actually feel the culture shift. With Caitlin, we're watching it happen right now. You can literally see the sport growing in front of your eyes. That's why it didn't surprise me when the NBA started floating the idea of having Caitlin come over and shoot in the three-point contest, or even do a head-to-head with Steph Curry. The NBA needs her. Let's just be honest. Their numbers have been slipping too, and when you have a hot commodity like Caitlin Clark, you want to put her on the biggest stages possible. You're thinking, how do we get more eyeballs on All-Star Weekend? Easy answer, bring in the person everybody is talking about. And that's where I kind of disagreed with what Elle Duncan was saying when she tried to turn it into a men versus women thing. Like, nah, that's not what this is about. This isn't a gender war. This is about business. This is about viewership. This is about momentum. The NBA has supported the WNBA since day one. So why is it suddenly a problem if the WNBA's biggest star helps the NBA out too? It goes both ways. Now, I also get why Caitlin didn't want her first three-point contest to be in the NBA. That's her choice, and I respect it. She wants her first moment like that to be in the WNBA, and that makes sense. But turning it into some kind of battle between men and women? Nah, miss me with that. That's not the energy. The energy is simple. Caitlin Clark is the most popular basketball player right now, period. Men's or women's. And when you have that kind of star power, you use it. If you're running a league and your ratings need a boost, you don't sit on your hands. You put your biggest name front and center. And right now, that name is Caitlin Clark. She brings in casual fans. She brings in people who don't normally watch basketball. She brings in people who just want to see what the hype is about. And now you've got the president of NBC Sports coming out saying he might want Caitlin back even more than that March 29th appearance they already announced. That tells you everything you need to know. They saw the numbers, they felt the impact, and now they're like, yeah, we need more of that. So yeah, fam, the Caitlin Clark motion is real. This isn't hype, this is history in the making. We're watching a superstar change the game in real time. And whether it's WNBA, NBA, or TV, wherever she shows up, the people are going to follow. Let's take a look at this. According to NBC Sports president Rick Cordella, Clark's performance checked every box the network hoped for. The appearance wasn't treated as a one-off moment, but rather as a glimpse into what her future in sports media could look like. While Clark remains focused on her playing career, NBC clearly views her as a natural fit in front of the camera and someone worth investing in long-term. There might be something to this, man. I'm just saying. All right, so it says, NBC Sports leadership weighs in. Rick Cordella spoke positively about Clark's debut, noting that she did a good job and handled the role with ease. He highlighted her understanding of the game and her ability to communicate clearly, two qualities that translate well from the court to the broadcast booth. Cordella also made it clear that Clark was well-prepared and comfortable in the setting, something that stood out given the size of the audience and the spotlight that comes with an NBA national broadcast. So yeah, he was all in on what Caitlin Clark brought to the broadcast. He loved the energy, the insight, the way she carried herself on camera, everything. And that's when he started hinting at something bigger. Not just that one March 29th appearance, but possibly bringing Caitlin back again and again. You could tell he wasn't just impressed, he was thinking long-term. Like, yeah, we might need more of her on our screens. That's the vibe he was giving. More Clark already on the schedule. NBC Sports is planning to bring Clark back later this season. Cordella confirmed that she is scheduled to appear as an analyst for the Knicks vs. Thunder on March 29th. He also added that he hopes to see more of Clark moving forward, signaling that the door is open for additional appearances. While no expanded role has been formally announced, the comments suggested genuine interest rather than casual praise. So yeah, man, who knows? We might really see Caitlin Clark working that broadcast booth more often. And honestly, that would be fire. I'd love to see her in that role, breaking the game down, giving her perspective. But at the same time, with everything going on in the WNBA right now, it's hard to even know what's coming next. There's so much uncertainty with the CBA situation that people are really questioning whether we'll even get a full season. That's the crazy part. This might end up being the main way fans get their Caitlin Clark fix for a while. And if that's the case, I'm not mad at it. I'll take what we can get. Still, though, I really hope they figure this whole thing out. The league, the players, everybody involved needs to get on the same page because the game is bigger than all this. And the fans deserve to see these stars on the court, not stuck in limbo. This breaking record history? Underestimate the Caitlin Clark effect at your own peril. Most watched Sunday night regular season NBA game since her birth year. Let's look this Sunday night basketball. SNB milestones for NBA on NBC Sports. Lakers/Knicks. 4.5 million viewers, NBC plus Telemundo. 5 million peak audience. Most watched regular season Sunday night NBA game since 2002, parentheses, excludes Christmas Day, parentheses. Most watched regular season Sunday game since 2008, all Sunday windows. Most watched game of season across all networks, excludes tip-off, Christmas Day. Thunder/Nuggets. 2.9 million viewers, NBC plus Telemundo. Most watched regular season Sunday late primetime game on record, parentheses, 9 p.m. start or later, excludes Christmas Day, parentheses. SNB 2-game average, 3.7 million viewers. Most watched regular season Sunday night for NBA on record, parentheses, 7 p.m. start or later, excludes Christmas Day. I really think this is the play they're going to make. They're going to keep bringing Caitlin Clark on, but not just as another name in the mix. When Caitlin is on, it matters. There's a difference. You can have Carmelo Anthony, you can have Hall of Famers, you can stack the desk with legends, but when Caitlin Clark shows up, everybody watches. You saw it yourself. She was the one trending, not the All-Stars, not the NBA icons. It was Caitlin. And I'll be honest, I never watch NBA pregame shows. Like, ever. But I watched that one, and that tells you something. It was a smart move, a really smart move. NBC got it right. The NBA got it right. They knew exactly what they were doing by putting Caitlin Clark in that seat. Now, here's the scary part while all this is happening. Unrivaled's viewership is down bad, like officially down 44% from last year. That's wild. Because everywhere you look, women's sports is growing. College hoops is growing, the WNBA is growing. 1 million people watched Oklahoma versus Texas. Shout out to Aaliyah Chavez, she's must-watch TV. But then you've got Unrivaled, and it's tanking. So what's really going on? Everyone knows there's a gold mine in women's sports right now. Investors see it. That's why money's flying everywhere. Unrivaled, Project B, all these new ventures. It reminds me of the dot-com era. People knew the internet was the future, but they were just throwing money at anything with .com in the name. Same with crypto. The idea wasn't wrong, but you had to back the right company. Women's sports is that same kind of bubble. It's real, it's growing, but if you back the wrong league, you're in trouble. And right now, Unrivaled looks like it backed the wrong horse. Because let's be honest, there's a real chance more people watched Caitlin Clark on NBC for that one pregame show than have watched all of Unrivaled's games combined so far. And that's crazy. Mainstream sports media isn't talking about Unrivaled, even though Chelsea Gray is hooping, Paige Buchers is hooping, Aaliyah Boston is hooping. But Caitlin goes on TV once, and suddenly everyone is talking about women's basketball again. That's the Caitlin Clark effect. Rising tide that lifts all boats. But she's only playing in the W, so if the WNBA doesn't happen, long-term, none of this works. But y'all let me know how y'all feel about Caitlin Clark's record-breaking viewership. And then also, how do you feel about the CBA? Do you like it? Do you love it? You think it's fair? Do you hate it? Let me know in the comments section.